All right. Urk at night. Welcome back to the channel, guys. We're going to be checking out a video by the channel Exploring the Foreign. It's by a guy named Sam. He's from the United States. He moved to the Netherlands. This video is 24 hours in the most conservative Dutch city. Make sure you hit like on his video. There's a link down in the description section down below. Definitely recommend his channel if you're wanting to see anything to do with an American's viewpoint on the Netherlands. American that lives in the Netherlands that has videos that compares the two and vlog style videos that he does. He does like some interviews on the street where he'll ask people questions. Those videos are great. I enjoy those. But anyways, his description says Urk is a hometown, is a town in the Netherlands that is often looked down upon by Dutch people. But instead of just going off of what I read online or what I've heard from others, I wanted to go there personally to see firsthand what it's like in Urk. So join me as I attempt to experience as much as possible within 24 hours in Urk. Okay, so on Wikipedia, Urk is first mentioned in historical records dating to the 10th century when it was still an island. Of course, if anybody's not familiar with the Netherlands, Urk was an island. Then it became, they made dikes and polders and stuff like that. So now it's not an island anymore. It's part of the land. It's in the Flevoland province. But right here, it says, after World War II, Urk ceased to be an island, and Urk's town expanded into the reclaimed land of the polder. Many Urkers who previously left the town because of overcrowding before the polder reclamation was completed were able to return to Urk. From 1950 to 1986, Urk belonged to the province of Overijssel. Since 1986, Urk has belonged to the province of Flevoland. So, evidently, because in those polders, they built one first, right? And then it was years later that they built the rest of them, and it became Flevoland. So I'm assuming when they first built the first one, that's why it was part of Overijssel. Once they built the rest of them, it just became a province all of its own. But anyways, we're going to check out what Sam has to say, spending 24 hours in the most conservative Dutch city. So evidently, Urk is the most conservative Dutch city, which, hey, learning every day, learning all these videos, it's great.
If you ask a Dutch person what's the most conservative city in the Netherlands, you'll probably hear one answer: Urk.
Urk was once an island in the Zuiderzee, but after the Zuiderzee was drained, it officially became part of the Netherlands mainland in 1939.
And in many parts of the Netherlands, this small fishing village doesn't have the best reputation. So I'll be spending the next 24 hours here to see what life is really like.
With the camera, if you were openly filming people without asking, I would say there's an 80% chance you would be harassed within 10 minutes.
Ik ben eigenlijk gids geworden omdat Urk zo negatief steeds in het nieuws kwam.
You know, so I don't know much about Urk, and I don't want to irk anybody off. But from what I've heard, with Urk being an island, cut off from the rest of the Netherlands for such a long time, evidently there was accusations, of course, I don't know, I can't say one way or the other, accusations of a very, very closed gene pool, if you know what I mean. So I think, and that's a lot of the bad things that people would say about Urk. Of course, you know, they had access with boats to get to the mainland. So, you know, how true is all of that? I don't know. It might just be people spreading rumors. Of course, there might have been some of that too. But nowadays it's all connected to land, so there's obviously none of that. It's going to be absorbed into the rest of the population if there was anything like that going on. And again, just speculation. I don't know one way or the other. So if your family's from Urk for hundreds and hundreds of years, I am not attacking anyone, because again, they had clear access to the land with boats. So no accusations here, just what I've heard, and that's what I think is with the negative. And because with them also being isolated from the rest of the mainland, they're going to develop their own cultures, their own beliefs and ways of life and ways of doing things, of course.
All right, we're now on the way to URK. I'm really excited about this trip. Yeah, this is gonna be a really interesting one. This is a place that I've heard quite often about here in the Netherlands. And to be honest, usually not with the nicest things to say about this place. But I thought, you know, why not just go and experience it for myself? Now, my original plan was actually to take public transport from Amsterdam to URK, but that was not the nicest route. All right, we got the special moment here. When the bridge goes up, everybody has to stop. Nou, ik weet niet hoe lang dit gaat duren. Hopelijk niet te lang, want ik wil niet te lange tijd wachten. For people,
that is, I mean, that's cool. I personally have never seen anything like that where the road just gets flipped right up. I mean, I've seen it in TV shows and movies, videos like this, of course, but that is cool.
Not from the Netherlands, this would be such a welcome to the Netherlands moment, seeing something like this. I've only experienced this like one time in my life, so I forget how long this usually lasts. So Dutch people, let me know in the comments, how long am I gonna be stuck here? Oh wait, actually it's going down. It's going down already. It's going down. Look. All
yeah.
Right, I think we'll get moving soon. And just like that, we start driving. Oh, whoa. There's almost an accident right there. All right, now we're back in action. Now we are back in action. On the way to URK. Let's go.
You know, I don't know why this dude doesn't have more subscribers. For real, go over and subscribe to his channel. He does great stuff, and his videos are getting better too. So it's only gonna get better. I hope this music's not copyrighted.
All right.
If so, there may be some spots where there's supposed to be music, but like it was edited out, kind of thing. I'll find out later.
And we're heading to the Airbnb right now, which is on one of these boats back over here. The host is already on the boat, so I'm gonna go meet him right now. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to this.
Nice. He's gonna Airbnb on a boat, so he's gonna stay in a boat. That is sweet.
Ja, goedemiddag. Ja, kijk eens. Hoi, ik ben Sam.
Zo gaat het luikje open. Hoi, Rinke.
Aangenaam. Oké, hier hebben we Rinke. Ja, waar zijn we nu?
We zijn nu op Schild.
Ja?
Ons zeilschip die al bijna 12 jaar in de Urkerhaven ligt.
Oké.
En deze boot die verhuren wij als slaapplek voor toeristen.
Ja.
En we verhuren de boot zeilend.
Nou,
so cool.
Rika then gave me a tour of the boat. This is a boat with beds for 6 people. A 2-person bed here, 2-person bed here, and a 2-person bed here. But he told me if the weather is really good, you could also have 2 people sleep outside here, and then also 1 other person sleeping here. So in total, you could technically fit 9 people on this boat. And of course, you have a toilet and kitchen, and there was a heater on board. As the Dutch would say, this boat was echt gezellig.
Oké, Rinke, dus jij komt zelf uit URK, toch?
Ja, ik ben hier geboren en getogen.
Ja, geboren. Oké, hoe zou je uitleggen een beetje over de cultuur, het sfeer hier in URK?
Hold on, I just want to see the overhead shot real quick.
Oké, hoe zou je uitleggen een beetje over...
Yeah, so you can tell how raised this section is. And then, of course, back there, I think, is the newer addition. Because, of course, this is the dike that goes around. Wow, very interesting. I mean, it just looks like it fades out into nothingness. Into the clouds, into the sea. Wow.
De cultuur, het sfeer hier in URK.
Het is van oudsher een visserscultuur, maar daar heb ik zelf helemaal niks mee.
Nee?
Nee.
Ook met de boot?
Ja, nee, maar het is natuurlijk geen visboot. Dit is een plezierboot. Het is, het is een zeilboot. Maar ja, ik hou wel enorm van vis. Ik vind vis wel lekker.
Nou, tof. Is er iets bijzonders over URK, zou je zeggen? Want dit is mijn eerste keer hier, dus ik ben benieuwd. Wat kan ik hier meemaken?
URK is in alle opzichten niet te vergelijken met wat dan ook. URK is gewoon bijzonder. 2 jaar terug is er een journalist en schrijver uit België geweest, uit Gent. Matthias de Klerk. En die heeft het boek geschreven, De Ontdekking van URK. En daarin is hij eigenlijk in de Urker cultuur gedoken. Om helder te krijgen van wat is URK nou en wat beweegt nou de Urker. Ja. Het zijn harde werkers in zijn algemeenheid. Dus de arbeidsethos die ligt behoorlijk hoog hier. Veel visbedrijven, ook veel bouwbedrijven en protestant. Er zijn meer dan 24 verschillende kerken.
24 different churches just in Urk. How big is Urk? Like, jeez.
Oh, wow.
Dus we zijn het ook niet altijd met elkaar eens.
Ja.
Dat geeft niet, dat is goed denk ik.
Jullie hebben ook een bepaalde dialect hier, het ook? Urkse heet het?
Ja. Wil je dat ik even wat in dialect zeg? Of?
Ja, ik wilde eigenlijk als je kan me iets leren.
Okay.
Ja, oké. Nou, ik praat dus nou in dialect. Kan je wat vertellen over de boot op night? Deze boot die hebben wij echt al 12 jaar en we gaan de min naar Amsterdam. We varen de min naar Vlieland. We waren van plan om 4 jaar even naar Engeland te varen, maar dat gaat helaas niet duur.
Nou,
Let me know what he said. Actually, hold on. Is there auto-generated? Will the auto-generated captions catch the Urksa or whatever? Let me find out here. And I don't know if the captions get recorded or not, but I can see them either way.
het ook? Urkse heet het?
Ja. Wil je dat ik even wat in dialect zeg? Of?
Ja, ik wilde eigenlijk als je kan me iets leren.
It's not.
Ja, oké. Nou,
Oké.
ik praat dus nou in dialect. Kan je wat vertellen over de boot op night? Deze boot die hebben wij echt al 12 jaar en we gaan de min naar Amsterdam. We varen de min naar
No.
Vlieland. We waren van plan om 4 jaar even naar Engeland te varen, maar dat gaat helaas niet duur.
Nou, ik heb bijna niks.
Okay, so that didn't work. If anybody in the comment section knows how to understand or speak Urksa, let me know, because I'm really curious, because Sam didn't understand it. Well, he may actually say what I might be jumping the gun here. He may be saying what that was here in a second. But again, this is the first time I've seen it, right? It's real first time reactions, and it's how I do things. I don't pre-watch anything.
Niks verstaan. maar we're super leuk om te horen. Yeah. All right, we're already off to a great start. Had a great.
Okay, so he didn't say anything. Let me know, please. And while you're down there, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, the like button, and all that good stuff. Trying to get to 100,000 subscribers. I'm almost halfway there, so.
Conversation with a guy from the Airbnb. Already learned quite a bit about this village. But now it's time for the walking tour. Let's go.
Nou, hallo, ik ben Alice en ik ben gids voor het VVV-kantoor Toeristinfo. En ik leid groepen mensen rond op ons prachtige dorp. En ik vertel daarbij iets over de geschiedenis en over de gebruiken, het dialect en de klederdracht natuurlijk. Ik ben eigenlijk gids geworden omdat Urk zo negatief steeds in het nieuws kwam. Nou, ik had zoiets van, Urk heeft veel meer te bieden als zijnde inteelt, dorp en kookeiland en
Oak Island. Now, I heard the inbred, that's the closed gene pool thing. And of course, I'm not saying that, just the rumors. Coke Island. I haven't heard that one yet, too. So there's a rumor that they all do cocaine. And fish fraud. I don't know what fish fraud is exactly or what that would mean, but this is great. I like that statue behind her of that. Is that a killer whale or something? Looks kind of cool, though, either way.
ja, toen maar visfraude en Urk is gewoon veelzijdig en er wonen ook hele leuke mensen op Urk. Nou, we staan hier bij de Orka. Ja, Urk kwam als eerste voor in 966 in de boeken als Ork. Waarschijnlijk hebben we daarom onze Orka hier neergezet. Ork, dat was niet omdat er in die Zoute Zee dat er orka's zwommen, maar meer omdat het eiland de vorm had van een orka.
But if it was shaped like a killer whale, how would they really know that in 966 without being able to see an aerial shot? I mean, well, maybe map making techniques and stuff. Very interesting. So Urk means orca, or is it just morphed into Urk from that, right? But I didn't know that it was named after a whale. Like that's really interesting. See, we're learning, guys. We're learning here.
The tour I was doing was called the Hinkies Tote, and Hinkies are these small narrow alleys that you'll find all throughout Urk. And the guide was a really sweet lady with a lot of information about the history of Urk.
Okay. So that would be, sorry for pausing it a lot. So that would be like the little tiny alleyways that you would see in Britain then, in between the buildings, the real narrow ones. Fishing
Gezinnen, we hadden vaak grote gezinnen en ze woonden betrekkelijk klein. Nou, wat is groot? Vaak waren de gezinnen met 15, 16, 17 kinderen.
Jeez.
En dit was dan zo'n huisje waar ze dan woonden. Maar hoe is dat nou gekomen dat wij van Rooms-Katholiek naar Protestants?
Now, did that have anything to do with the 80 Years' War? Just speculating she's getting ready to get to it, of course. But
Urk heeft heel vaak te maken gehad met stormvloeden. Hele ernstige stormen. En op een gegeven moment was het dak van het kerkje, het Rooms-Katholieke kerkje, was ingestort en er was geen geld voor reparatie. De heren van de gemeenteraad die zijn toen per schip naar Amsterdam gegaan. En die heren die hebben dus bij de burgemeester Hendrik van Hooft hebben ze geld gebied om het dak te laten repareren. Maar ja, Hendrik van Hooft zei van, dat is allemaal leuk en aardig, maar dan willen we wel graag dat jullie protestants worden.
we won't fix your roof unless you turn it into a Protestant place. Well, isn't that some manipulation and blackmail or whatever?
Dan kun je zien dat geld een machtig middel is.
Ja,
want
dit.
Urk is toen met die reformatie meegegaan. En die zijn dus protestants geworden.
Nou, ik ben benieuwd. Wat vind je zover het meest bijzonder van deze tour?
Ik vind eigenlijk de gids heel erg leuk.
Ja, zij is
Omdat ze
superleuk.
zo enthousiast is.
Ja, helemaal.
En dat ze ook de menselijke verhalen vertelt.
Ja,
Want de architectuur is natuurlijk niet zo bijzonder. Het is meer de sfeer waar het om gaat.
ik snap het,
Ja.
En over Urk, wat vind je zo het meest bijzonder zoveel over Urk?
Ik vind het meest bijzonder dat het een hele authentieke gemeenschap is met een hele eigen identiteit.
Yeah. Now it's starting to rain a little bit, but right now she took us to this area where these houses are all right next to each other. These backyards are all just really cramped with each other, and it's really, really cool. She said there's just really a nice community vibe here. Basically, everybody looks out for each other. People, there's a lot of like social control, let's say, so people know. For example, if you haven't opened up your blinds by a certain time that you usually do, that's like, okay, is everything okay? Someone will come and check in on you.
Okay.
So I found that really, really interesting. And she also mentioned that she talked to one of the people that live here and asked, "Do you guys ever have like fights or whatever?" And the person said, "No, we don't have fights. We just have differences in opinions."
Now, obviously,
Maybe some of them turn into fights and she just don't want to let people know that, but
I can't cover every single thing that went on during this tour, but I definitely walked away with a lot of knowledge and understanding about the history and culture of Urk. And something else that stood out was how tight-knit the community felt. It was often during the tour that the guide just ran into people that she knew, and it wasn't just a casual encounter. It was someone that you could tell that she really had some kind of history or relationship with, and it was really fun to see.
Mag ik jullie voorstellen aan de knapste man van Urk?
most handsome. I don't live in Urk. Who's the most handsome guy? Is that the guy in the black over there? Yep.
Hij woont aan de route en steeds als ik zomers voorbij kom, dan zeg ik altijd: mensen, dit is de knapste man van Urk.
Well, the tour was complete, and now it was time to eat. And of course, I couldn't be in Urk without getting some fish.
Oh, yeah.
Now, you've been a long watcher of my channel. You know that kibbeling is one of my favorite things to eat here in the Netherlands.
Kibbeling?
But the thing with kibbeling is that it's super, super hot, so you gotta be really careful with it. Laat hem zien.
Is that just like little chunks of fish that's breaded?
Heerlijk. Super lekker.
Okay.
Alright. We're back from the walking tour and from eating. Was echt lekker, de kibbeling, zoals altijd. De walking tour was super leuk, heel interessant. En nu ga ik gewoon even chillen. En de Airbnb, even rust krijgen. En daarna vanavond misschien naar een kroeg of zo. Gewoon lokale mensen ontmoeten en see what the night brings.
All right. Urk at night.
Hoi, hoe heten jullie?
Ik ben Mart.
Klaas.
William. Komen jullie zelf uit Urk, toch?
Ja, ik kom uit Urk.
Ja? Nou toch, ik zou eerst graag vragen, hoe zou je omschrijven om hier in Urk te opgroeien?
Ik vind het wel lid. Ik vind het wel top.
Ja, en waarom?
Ja, er is gewoon heel veel gaande, weet je wel. Er is altijd wel wat te doen, weet je wel.
Mega gezellig.
Mega top. Goed.
En iedereen kent elkaar en mega gezellig, ja.
Weet je, heel de dag drugs zit.
Nee, dat is een grapje.
Very peaceful.
Sometimes.
Always drinking.
Sometimes?
Sometimes.
When is it not? When is it not?
When you have to go to the fish, life is hard.
Yeah.
But when it's weekend, we drink.
Ja, erg gezellig en iedereen kent ieder. Overal ben je welkom.
Ik heb die gemerkt toen ik was in een bar en iedereen kwam binnen en het was echt gewoon hoi zeggen tegen iedereen, weet je. Alsof ik echt een grote family face was of zo.
Ja, iedereen zegt hoi tegen elkaar en altijd erg gezellig.
Pretty close. It's like a bubble. You belong or you don't. No offense. You would probably be outside of that bubble unless you really prove yourself by either speaking the language or dating somebody that's inside the circle, being accepted by them, or embracing either the religion or culture pretty by a significant amount.
Normaal gesproken heeft Urk niet de beste reputatie of zo van mensen buiten Urk. Wat vind je van die?
Ja, het wordt vaak verkeerd neergezet. Het is heel anders als je er zelf in leeft en als je er zelf komt. Het wordt in de media verkeerd vervormd.
Ik vind zelf meestal Urkers zijn best wel vrijgevend ook. En ja, meestal wel aardig goede, lieve mensen, harde werkers meestal. Aan de ene kant sommige mensen, er zijn een klein groepje die het zeg maar voor de meerderheid verpesten.
There's always that small group though. There always is, unfortunately.
Wat is het?
I think it's partially true because of the notorious thing is, yeah, it's rooted in the whole drug use thing. There's definitely a lot of drug use going on because of the price, it's cheap. If you're not religious or you go against the grain a little bit, you're kind of an outcast. If you have a shit situation at home and then you can score a gram of coke for like $30 and you're a fisherman that makes like 1,500 euros a month, I mean a week, then the decision is pretty easily to make.
Ik weet hier in Urk is echt gezellig, weet je, iedereen kent elkaar, sfeer of zo. Dan zou je zeggen, buitenlandse mensen kunnen hier ook welkom voelen of zo.
Ja, zeker. Ik vind van wel. Ja. En voor de meesten die zouden zeggen, als je gewoon zou werken en als je laat zien dat je wil, dan is het prima. Dan is het goed, dan ben je welkom. Maar dan moet je niet zeg maar elke dag een beetje lui op je reet zitten, een beetje bier drinken. Weet je.
Urk is usually very friendly if you know how to fit in, if you know how to talk to people. You have to be friendly and an extrovert yourself, and then you'll fit in.
With the camera, if you were openly filming, like people without asking, I would say there's an 80% chance you would be harassed within 10 minutes.
Because of my skin color, because of the camera?
No, because of the camera. Definitely because of the camera. Inherently, it's not racist. With all due respect, everyone's white here. The skin color definitely adds on to the whole camera thing. Yeah. So okay, he's black, he's already, again, not meant racist, he's already different. On top of the whole camera thing, let's see what the fuck's going on.
Okay.
There's
I think what he's just saying is it's just easy to spot him as, hey, this is an outsider. He sticks out like a sore thumb. Not necessarily that they're racist. It's just, you know, hey, like you said, everybody that lives here is white, so it's obvious that you don't live here. Whereas if you were white, it would take a little bit longer to notice, you know, like, hey, who's that guy, you know? And then of course with the camera, you're bringing attention to yourself regardless. So you got that double dose of eyes, you know, looking at you, I think is what he's trying to say. Without being like racist about it or whatever. I don't think he is.
There's a bar in particular where if people would stand outside and you would walk onto the street here with a camera, they would definitely walk up.
If I was over there with a camera, I would also get looks. I'm quite sure.
What the fuck's going on, dude? Let's go.
Well, luckily I haven't ran into those people so far tonight.
I'm not surprised by that because the fact that your Dutch is both good and it's pretty obvious that you don't mean any you don't have any ill will.
Throughout the night, I met many people and had many conversations. And whereas the tour from earlier gave me an understanding of the history of Urk, the conversations I had throughout the night gave me an understanding of life in Urk currently. One tradition that has remained in Urk are these gold earrings you'll see many of the guys wearing. This tradition originates from earlier times where sailors would wear gold earrings so that if they died on board and their body was found, they could pay for the grave with the earring.
Oké, nu, ik was aan het lopen en ik kwam tegen deze twee mensen hier. Je zou graag een boodschap geven, toch?
Ja, wij lopen hier om het evangelie te verkondigen. En eigenlijk wou ik ook mijn getuigenis vertellen. Ik kom uit jaren van verslaving van alcohol en drugs. Ja, Jezus heeft mij vrijgebracht, vrijgekocht van alles. Alle verslaving ben ik vanaf door Jezus Christus. En het is altijd nog een strijd, het is altijd nog lastig. Je bent niet in één keer perfect, maar ik wil gewoon deze boodschap meegeven dat Jezus ook voor jou is gestorven, voor je zonde.
Oké jongens, waar gaan we nu naartoe?
De bubbels.
There you go.
Wat is daar? Wat is daar in de bubbels?
Lekker bier.
Ja? Biertje? Nou, ik ben heel benieuwd. Jullie moeten een goede avond laten zien hier in Urk. Weet je, dit is mijn eerste avond hier in Urk.
Oké.
We gaan er iets leuk maken, toch?
Ja, crazy. It's gonna be crazy.
Oké, goed zo, man.
Wacht even, oké, wat is dit hier?
Harkenspeetje.
Ja.
Hier een vleugel. Ja, partij.
Maar wat zit erin? Ja, wat zit erin?
Ja, Zonnema, Berenburg en cola.
Coca-Cola. Oké.
Beer en
Ga je er
cola.
klaar voor?
Ja hoor.
Hallo. Oké, ik ga hetzelfde doen. Oh. Shit, I can't get it. Where is it?
Hopta. Ja.
Oh, lekker man.
Lekker.
Goedemorgen iedereen. Goedemorgen. Dit is geen fake face or fake voice. Ik ben echt net wakker. I really just woke up for my English speaking people. Today I'm gonna be going to the church. I had someone that I met last night was kind enough to invite me out to his church. I'm really curious about this experience, so shout out to Albert for inviting me and welcoming me to his church.
All right, I am now driving over to the church. I hope that I'm okay with my clothes, because to be honest, I didn't bring any special clothes to go to church. I should have thought about that, but the guy that invited me last night said that I should be okay. So yeah, fingers crossed that everything will be okay. And out here, all the churches, at least from my understanding, they start at 10 a.m. So yeah, I'm gonna arrive there around at 9:50, and he's gonna meet me outside. But apparently,
head east
yeah.
on Cliff K toward Cliff Weg.
Shout out to Google Maps. But yeah, apparently out here the churches start at 10.
Head north on Cliff Weg toward Head Cliff Bake 2.
Shout out to Google Maps again. And yeah.
In 200 meters at the roundabout, take the third exit onto Single.
Something interesting that I really learned out here is that basically there are quite a few churches, I believe like 20 something in total in this small town. And basically well not each church, but there are quite a few different, let's say, differences in beliefs with some of the faiths out here. They're not like crazy big differences from what I heard, but nonetheless, there are some small differences, and that's why the influence of having many different churches. But someone in the comments, if you know better, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I seem to have picked up on yesterday. Okay, I'm here with Albert. This is the guy that invited me out last night to come to the church. Really appreciate it, man. And yeah, en nu zijn we bij de Schelp.
De Schelp,
ja.
Dat is eigenlijk een sportzaal, omgebouwd naar een kerk.
Nou, oké, ik heb helemaal geen idee.
It's just interesting. They're like, you know what? Let's just go out and drink and party, and then go to church the next morning.
Wat te verwachten binnen, maar
nee, dat komt goed. Dat komt goed.
Nou, zeker. Ja.
Ik heb een lage wedstrijd deze morgen ook weer.
Oké, nu, we zijn net klaar met de kerk. We zijn net in de kerk geweest en het is echt een mooie boodschap vandaag.
Ja.
Een beetje over vertrouwen hebben in Jezus.
Ja,
en
zeker.
Ja, niet in dingen van de wereld of zo, of niet in het vlees, zou je zeggen?
Niet in het vlees leven, maar in God leven.
Precies.
Wat vond je van Urk?
Ja.
Nu we toch afsluiten.
Ja. Ik vond het heel gezellig hier, man. Ik heb echt leuke mensen ontmoet, zoals jullie. Ik heb veel dingen meegemaakt. Ja, de kerk, de kroeg.
Ja,
en,
alles.
de vis. Bijna alles. Ja.
Visje gegeten.
Precies, ja. Echt lekker. Dus heel erg bedankt man, voor de gast.
Nee, super dat je even gekomen bent.
Nou, dankjewel
Super,
man. Dankjewel. En tot de volgende keer, misschien de laatste dag.
We gaan er nog een vervolg aan geven.
Ja.
Komt goed.
Ja,
Hey,
zo,
bedankt
man.
hè.
Dankjewel man. Dankjewel.
Well, this concludes my 24 hours in Urk, and what an experience it was. I came to get my own view of the village instead of just going off the impression I got online. And my honest opinion is that Urk definitely has small town vibes, and you do get the sense of a strong culture about the village that most people follow. But it seems as long as you're respectful of the culture, you won't run into any problems with most people. And if I'm being honest, I think that that's true for most small towns.
Yeah.
Is it a place that I want to move to? No. But I definitely would recommend a visit to experience their way of life. I want to end this by giving a big thanks to everyone I met during my stay in Urk. You all made it a memorable experience, and maybe I'll see you all again soon. Till the next video.
Heck yeah. Great channel. I can't recommend it enough. You guys definitely need to go check it out. Exploring the Forn is the name of it. So anyways, that was amazing. So Urk, you know, it's just like anywhere else. Anywhere that people see is different, or anything is going to have negative stuff. And, you know, and And maybe there's stuff that happened there. It was probably long ago when it was still isolated. You know, anymore it's just a town like anywhere else that's developed its own culture and unique dialect, it seems. And because of the close knitness, you know, for so long there in Urk, then your traditional Urkish, you know, your locals or whatever are definitely going to have that tight knit community kind of look out for each other kind of attitude, and probably be leery of outsiders in general. It's just how it would be anywhere when you're in that situation. But anyways, great video. You guys have a super fun, awesome day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. Bye.